Grand Rising, Supreme Rising family. How are you guys doing this beautiful morning, Sunday morning? I am doing wonderful. I am out in nature today. Haven't did a video in a while in nature. And we finally got a warm day. It's been really cold out here in Texas. So we finally got a day of warmth. The sun is shining. And you know what, guys? I'm out here in it. I'm out here trying to get some natural vitamin D. I'm going to try to come out as every chance I get, every chance the sun comes out, I'm going to try to run out here in it if I can and get some of this good vitamin D, especially now with all the wintry weather. And of course, Mother Gaia is doing her thing. But I know you guys also know that they are still using these weather machines out here. And so when you see some of this, what appears to be crazy weather, and some of it is these weather machines. And they target Texas all the time. So we get it. And we know it's different. So we recognize it. And so, but today is a warm day. It's a beautiful day, actually. And the sun is shining. I just got finished doing a little sun gazing. Yes, I hadn't did that in a while, but it's really beautiful out here. And there's some shady areas, and then there's some areas that's really, really sunny. And I'm trying to do the video where, the view will be more pleasant, not all shaded down where you can't actually see what's on the video. But but yeah, I'm out here and it is just so beautiful, guys. I hope where you are it's beautiful as well, and that you're able to come out and get some sun. I decided to feed the birds today. I'm gonna turn my camera where you can see a little bit. I have a couple of bird feeders here, and I hadn't been out here in a while because it's been cold. But today I said, you know what? Let me feed the birds, and they're already eating. As I get closer to the feeders, though, they may fly off, but they'll be back in a moment. So I wanted to come on and just kind of do a video in nature, outside in the sunshine. I want to encourage you guys to get some sun if you guys have sun today. I can't stress it enough. It is so important to get out and get that good vitamin D. We really need it, guys, to stay healthy, especially during these tumultuous times. And I also wanted to share some other information with you, too, in efforts to stay healthy right now. Because I know you all know by now that they're trying to take us off this planet. They are no longer hiding it. It is very not only obvious, but if you're paying attention and if you're in the right circle, you can get the information where they are actually telling you. Bill Gates put out a video. He did a stand-up somewhere, actually a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, where he's telling you they need 3 billion people off the planet. So it is no mistake, unless you've been hiding under a rock, there should be no way that you don't know what they're trying to do. And people are passing away almost daily. And they're not putting it on the news. And you're not going to see everything on the news. As I always tell you, the media is Babylon's system. And they're telling you in other places, you just got to be inquisitive enough, inquiring enough. You got to be able to cipher through and find those sources so that you can actually get the information, because they got to put it out there. But they just don't have to give it to you blunt. You have to come up to where you can, open your third eye, first eye, and be able to pick up on the information when they put it in the movies and in commercials and different places, that the oddest places sometimes, but they, by galactic law, they have to let you know what's going on right now on the planet in these times, and they are. You just got to open your eyes where you can see it in your ears. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I would advise you to do, and some of the things that I am doing to stay healthy in these times. And so, of course, one of them is drinking my teas. I am right now. I am brewing some ginger and elderberry tea, some fresh ginger and fresh elderberry tea, and I'm gonna go over and actually check on it. Just a moment. See if it's ready. I'm making a cup of tea, and what I do now, I try and keep stocked all kinds of herbs so that I can have tea every morning. I try to drink a cup of hot herbal tea, different types. I'm going to kind of read off a few of them here in a little bit. And I try to drink a cup every morning before I put anything else on my stomach. And I always wait till the afternoon. I don't eat anything before 12 o'clock. Of course, we know, many of us know that between 7 and 11 is when our body is doing its biggest detox. And so holistic doctors will tell you the best time, that time is not the best time to be putting anything in your stomach. I'm trying to put a couple of teaspoons of honey in my hot tea. I love herbal teas of all kinds. I bought some hibiscus yesterday. Hibiscus is good for the heart and so many other things. But so I'm making some fresh organic ginger and elderberry tea, herbal tea this morning. I was just waiting until it get hot before I pour up a cup. So just want to share some of the things that I'm doing to stay healthy. Well, let me close this door, go back out here in this sun, trying to get as much of it as I can. So I have my hot herbal tea, and I want to also share with you give you some other herbal teas, herbs to make your teas. So, but anyway, I have a list of herbs here, and I'm pretty sure you guys are probably already researching and may have a list of your own. But soursop, if you can get some soursop. I had to shop at a company over in the Caribbean. A Caribbean friend of mine sent me this company, and so I bought some soursop and sea moss for the first time, and actually it's on its way. But soursop is one of the most powerful superfoods, herbs that you can ever ingest. And so, but soursop is on the top of the list, sea moss at the top of the list. I do moringa. Burdock root is a very popular one in my home. Elderberry is very, very popular. Bladderwrack is a really good one. Turmeric is really good. And sometimes I'll do cinnamon. I'll do, cinnamon. And I'll put some, what do you call it? I don't know if I even have it on the list. It should be here. I'll go back to that one. But let me tell you that little remedy that I do. But cinnamon spirulina, I have some spirulina, and that's really good for you. That's at the top of the list. Yellow dock is at the top of the list. Maca root, ashwagandha, chickweed, nettle leaves, peppermint. These are some of the herbs that I use here in my home that I'm gonna mention. Hawthorn, ginkgo. I think it's pronounced ginkgo. I know I got it and I use it. Pardiarco, linden. To detox heavy metals, I have a little list of herbs for that. Cilantro, spirulina, dandelion root, which I use a lot of times too. I'll make some dandelion root tea in the mornings. Burdock root and milk thistle, which is a very popular one here in my home. Those 5 are really good for detoxing heavy metals. And right now, guys, I know you know that there's a lot of talk out about these heavy metals being in our organs and nanoparticles, and that's gonna take me to the detoxing bath that I do once and sometimes twice a week. So I do a bath, like I say, once, and sometimes I do it twice a week, and a very deep detox bath. And in that bath, I'm going to show you what I use. And the combination is really good for pulling out nanoparticles and pulling out all kinds of parasitic everything. It just you get in a good hot bath and get the water as hot as you can and sit in there for at least 20 minutes, and it just pulls all kind of impurities out of you. And I promise you, I know for myself, and when I'm done, I always feel different. I always feel better when I'm done. But I use and normally they say around a cup, but I don't use a full cup. I may use a little less than a cup of each of these products, other than the healing clay, the Indian healing clay. I'll use just like a half a teaspoon of that. But I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to show you. This is ginger. I have it in this container. Ginger powder. And then I use about a fourth of a cup of sea salt. I use a half a cup of Epsom salt. And I use a half a cup of borax. And they tell you, you'll hear them say, well, no, borax is for this and that and for laundry. They don't tell you everything, guys. So, and I'm giving you this information for just instructions. But I'm gonna make this disclaimer and tell you to do your own research before. This is just what I do, okay? And then, last but not least, the healing clay, Indian healing clay. And they call it, let me get my glasses. I want to make sure you understand exactly what it is. Yeah, Health and Beauty Aztec Secret is the company that I purchased from, and it's Indian healing clay. And some people call it, I think, bentonite clay. Yeah, bentonite clay. But you can really get that from your local grocery stores, and I think even Walmart carries it. But all 5 of these products, I would put in my bath, and I make the water as hot as I can. And I do about a 20-minute bath once a week, sometimes twice a week, if I really feel I need it. And I just sit in that bath. When I do my baths, I take a book and I do a lot of reading during that time. And I just let the sweat just pour out. I just let it all go. And I tell you, I feel real good when I'm done. So, and the mixture I wanted to tell you about, I was trying to think of earlier, is the cinnamon. I do the cinnamon and the cloves. I do the cinnamon, the cloves, and I do some ginger. Those three. And I do that a lot. That's a very popular tea of mine that I like to do in the mornings. And it's good for you. All of these herbs are just so good for you guys. And there's so many herbs out there. Till I start getting into these times and what I'm doing, I just didn't realize there was so many herbs out there, healing herbs. And they grow out in nature, and a lot of places they grow wild. So guys, start researching your herbs, and each herb benefits something, some type of healing in your body. So start getting into that. Also, I want to share this book with you. I follow this young man called Elijah, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right, Mashiach. It's Mashiach. I follow him on Instagram, and he sells a book. He's the author of 144 herbal remedies to know before 2024. Let me show you this book, guys. It's an amazing little book. Also, he's on Instagram, and I follow him, and he uploads continuously all kinds of recipes and remedies. They pop up daily, and sometimes I write them down, but a lot of them are in this book. So this might be a good little book that you might want to order and put in your library. And it says at the top, in the darkest time, there is hope and there's light. There's hope and light. And again, let me show you. This is the book this young brother put together. And it is amazing. Elijah Mashiach. Look him up on Instagram at Elijah Mashiach. I think that's it. And if you can't find him, hit me up, and I'll make sure that I connect you with him. But he put together this book, 144 herbal remedies to know before 2024. Guys, you know that everything we need is in the ground. It's always been there. They just hid the information, and they were taking these herbs and they were adding and taking away and putting chemicals in there, and then putting a name and a price tag and selling it back to you in the grocery stores and the drug stores. Taking away, interfering with the amazing properties, the healing properties, and then putting chemicals in it, and all it was doing was putting a Band-Aid on whatever the ailment the ailment is, but not healing you. So they took advantage of us in a very sinister way, guys. But we're waking up now, we're remembering, and we're finding out the truth about all of these things. Just every day there's something that comes out to have us remember or unlearn and relearn. And it's just so much. And it's just a blessing, and all of the help that we have here today. And a lot of it is supernatural, metaphysical help. It's, you got help here that you may not be able to see with your carnal eyes, but we are being assisted, guys, and we're just so blessed that we don't have to walk these times alone. But we've got to find ways to stay healthy in our right mind, stay in our right mind, God, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so there's so much out there to help us now, and we just have to be engaged and be connected so that we can get the information. And many of us are out here giving you what we have. And so today I just wanted to let you know and remind you to get some sun. And I'm out here in it, guys. So you see, I am practicing what I preach. I'm not just telling you to do it. I am out here in it. And it feels amazing out here. I'm trying to get an area where the video can be more clear. And the sun sometimes will block it where you may see half of me, So, but again, I'm gonna point the camera to the table so you can see those products that I told you that I use. And I'm saying again, do your own research. But this is the salt bath that I do, and I use the sea salt, the ginger, Epsom salt, if I'm pronouncing it right, bentonite clay. It's the healing clay and borax, and I limit my portions. There's a recipe out there. I'm going to try to find it again and post it. But there is an actual recipe, to tell you how much of each of those products to use. And I'm trying to let my tea cool down a little bit, guys. But you know what? This elderberry and fresh ginger is so delicious. It's really, 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 really good. So, but anyway, again, start researching your herbs. Start stocking up on your herbs, guys, because when things happen and and things change, and if things shut down, which they're saying that it's going to at some point, you want to have your own medicines, and your herbs is your medicine, your herbs, and all of the other healing things that are out here. You want to make sure you stocked up on that stuff, guys. You don't want to be caught slipping, okay? So take a trip to Sprouts or whatever store that, or do whoever can provide that for you, and where you can make a purchase and stock up on your herbs. And also, I also suggest before I get off to also start stocking up on those old medicines that we used to use, the mentholatum, turpentines, all those old remedies that our grandparents and great grandparents used to use back when we were children. That stuff still works if you can find it. It's just that the main problem is trying to find it. I found some turpentine, but I had to go to an old drugstore in my hometown. It was called Cooper's. They were the only. It was the only place that I could find turpentine. But all of that stuff. Keep your Epsom salt, witch hazel. There's so much I can call out. I remember syrup of black drop. I think I haven't found that yet, but there's so much out there. But a lot of what you need is really in the ground, and you can go to some of these stores and get the herbs, and create your own. Create your own medicine. And just the main thing is to stay healthy, guys, and get your sun, because that's medicine in itself. And we get through these wintertime months, and to stay in peace. That's the main thing, is watch what you're thinking. Control your overthinking. Everybody overthinks. Don't let anybody fool you. Everybody has this little overthinking, and some just handle it better, than others. But be careful, guys, and come out here amongst the trees. The trees are living beings. They are. A lot of people don't realize it, but trees are just like us. We are just like the trees. We are all living beings. I could say so much. I have a video that I did a few weeks ago on trees. Go back and take a look at that video. But I talk about the truth about trees, and I suggested a book for you to purchase. But trees are living beings, and they're out here, and we are just like them. We have so many, there's so much about us that is also, like them. Look, I'm holding under this tree. I respect trees so much, knowing what I know now. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and share this, share this information with you. And there's so much more. So start digging in if you're not already, so that you can get more and more information. I'm just scratching the surface. There's so much, much more. Start drinking your herbs every morning. You remember, the best time to eat is after 12 o'clock. Try to eat as less as possible. I eat one meal a day, and I try to, make sure it's as healthy as possible. Of course, it's still somewhat of a struggle because we've been taught to eat a certain way. But I am taking care of myself, guys, the best that I know how. And with the help of the universe and the Most High, I'm going to be okay, and you guys are going to be okay too. So I hope I said something that resonated with you that might help. going forward. And I appreciate you so much for taking the time to come and share in this video. I thank you so, so much. You my peeps, as I always say. I'm going to prepare to sign out, guys. I'm going to say assalamu alaikum to you. Shalom, namaste, ashe, ashe, ashe. As I always say, keep your head up, guys. Get some sun. Ooh, it's peeping through. It's starting to move. It's past 12 o'clock now, so it's starting to move. But get you some sun, guys, and hug somebody. There's always somebody out there that needs a hug all the time, especially now. Peace be unto you. And until next time, I'm going to say bye-bye. Have a great day.